Hello and welcome back to episode 11 of Matt's Modded Let's Play. As you can see, we're outside here now on a brand new Minecraft day. The sun is starting to shine over. As you can see, we have our electric wrench in our hand. Now, between this episode and last episode, I did do some mining. As you can see, even I managed to find 23 diamonds, thank God, because I was basically out of them and having to EE them in. As you can see here, we have various other bits. Now, we need a good way of producing vast amounts of these. Now, I am going to be keeping the machines in the current configuration while we do all this, and then after that I should have enough resources hopefully to start working on a sorting machine. So let us make the first item we have. Now if you place tin in a cylinder, that you get what's known as empty cells. Let us get a stack of 64 empty cells. As you can see, didn't use too much of the tin. Now with these empty cells, if you go over to a say like a water source, you can fill them up. I'm only going to do 24 for now. We shall store the rest in here, and I'm only going to use 3 of them for now. Okay, so you take these water cells and you place them in an extractor, and then after a certain amount of time, and while we're waiting for that, we shall get the gold, the tin, and the gold, the iron, and the copper macerated. As you can see, we're doing all of this and it's not even draining our MFE. How advanced the power is for this particular item. Now as you can see, a coolant cell. Now these things don't stack, so I am going to have to babysit these for a couple of minutes. So I shall, in the meantime, just on camera, collect what I've finished making here, and drag the coolant cell out while I'm taking it. As you can see, I've got plenty of that, so I'm not going to need any of them for a while. Okay, so the first item I'm going to be making today is what's known as one of these overclocker upgrades. Now these are upgrades for machines. As you can see at the side of these machines, there are slots here where you can stack various upgrades of the machines. Now, in order to produce... machines are in here. So in order to produce, say, an overclocker one, which speeds up the machine itself, you need 3 coolant cells and some electronic circuit and a couple of copper cables. Now as you can see here, I've got enough here for 4, and once I've started making more electronic circuits and stuff, I'll hopefully be able to do more, but for now we need more coolant cells. So let us place 3 coolant cells here and we get our first overclocker upgrade. Now let us go into the machine here and we'll place it in the top there. So when we take our next 3 cells, as you can see, it is significantly faster. Now we will eventually make, right, I'll add enough in there to make what we have resource wise for now, but I do believe I actually will have enough to make more electronic circuits. 6. Right, so if we got enough there, and we need some refined iron, should have enough hopefully. Alright. To make enough for 8, which means we're going to need 10 more copper cable. We're going to need 16 in total, which means we're going to need 6 more, so we're going to need 3 copper if you remember, because it makes 3 copper to make 6 uninsulated wires. We'll add that into there, and we have enough. Means if I add the rest of the coolant cells in there, okay, I am now going to using 4. Just thinking about this, this is going to make life slightly easier. I need to quickly come in here. As you can see here, our client star has now got 38,000 energy, and it's just draining it from. Okay, do believe I need. Okay, we're now going to be making a new item, which is a significant upgrade over a normal crafting bench. It's called the automatic crafting bench. It's just a standard crafting table with wooden gears around it, which means I will have enough to make 2. I'm not going to be keeping all of this stuff outside of here for now, so we'll leave 2 gears in there. Okay, so we make 2 crafting tables as such there, and then we surround that to make the automatic crafting tables. As you can see here, it's slowly going. Now we shall place these things. For now, we'll place them there. So, as you can see here, we place the crafting table there as such. Now these things hold the inventory, so I don't have to worry about running around, which now means in the future, if I'm going to be keeping recipes stored, we'll be able to put the recipes into there and kablamo, you'll be able to see it straight away. Now this is going to take a while, so with the first overclocker upgrade I make, I'm going to throw it into here again, which as you can see significantly increases the speed, but it does start drawing more and more power. In the meantime though, I will see how much this actually drains from my MFE. How would you look at that? My MFE, with all the machines running, even with a couple of overclockers in, is not draining at all. And that's just from 5 low voltage solar arrays. How impressive is that? Alright, so let us now start to overclock our macerators, which will add that last bit into there. I'll have a quick look at the taint levels just over here, just before nightfall. That went the wrong way. As you can see, spread down slightly, but still, over here it's spread a lot. As you can see, these, so it looks like this particular level, which means the taint level over here must be significantly more pronounced than the taint level over here, and as such this area is not increasing much at all. As you can see, there is a tainted pig. Should leave before he sees us. I don't know why I'm quite so scared of big drops now. Okay. And I do believe this is time for bed. So I shall see you all in the morning where we do some more overclocking. Welcome back, and as you can see, cut straight back into recording as soon as we got into the morning phase. Got busy work to do today. As you can see, it's all still generating. See, loads of resources for us today. Now then, I'm going to take this last overclocker upgrade, remove the one from there, place one into there, and place one into here. Now then, as you can see, this will significantly increase the speed of the machines themselves, which now means I do believe I have to use six of my diamonds. I think it's probably going to be a good amount to use. And then to head into my house, grab some glass. Now, you may have seen me mucking around before with these golden and iron transport pipes. Now, these recipes are exactly the same as the stone and cobblestone transport pipes, where you just simply use a piece of glass in between the desired item. Now, the same holds true for diamonds. So you place diamonds on either side and you get what's known as diamond transport pipes. Now, the diamond transport pipes, when you put them down, they have filters, so you can have them as six-way junctions basically. However, what we are going to be using them for is something slightly more significant, shall we say. Alright, we need 4 of those engines, we're going to need them. Going to need all of those sticks, a couple of stacks of cobble. Okay, now while we're waiting for these to finish, and I know I'm a bit all over the place at the moment with all of this, we are going to need to make something to help us along. So we're going to build a quick item here. So we need some copper, some glass, and a sturdy machine. So just quickly, so need some bronze, which is 8 of them for a sturdy machine, some copper and some glass. So we need to make the sturdy machine first, which, as you remember, is a circle of 8 bronze. I believe the recipe is surrounded by copper there, and then place it there for what's known as a centrifuge. Now, a centrifuge, I'm going to need 2 of them as well, is what we place our honeycombs and that into to produce most of the drops from bees. So you can see I'm going to surround it with redstone engines, not exactly the most efficient items ever, but they will get the job done. So we shall take our first, I will place all the stacks in there. Even though there's only slots for one, I always find if I place it there, just add them in there, now that will slowly start to centrifuge. And as you can see here, I have been, so I've got cultivated and common, as well as meadows and forest. Now, common is when you produce a purebred forest and meadow with a purebred princess of either sort. I'm not 100% sure how you get cultivated, but as you can see, I've basically filled up an entire chest already, just with them. Okay, so you See, I do believe that's all the centrifuge stuff I have resources for, so we shall take those two overclockers, place the overclockers in the machines there, take those ones out, place those in there. Okay, so we need to start building a very basic, and I'm going to need all the iron I've got in there. Okay, now in order to build our sorting system, we're going to be using pipes. However, the normal Buildcraft pipes are a bit, I say buggy, but I think buggy's the wrong word. Basically, they produce, you pump items into it, and once they get to a junction, there's a 50-50, if there's a T-junction, there's a 50-50 chance it will go left, 50-50 chance it will go right or up or down, or however you've got the T-junction set up. However, there is an addition, which you do have installed, called logistics pipes. Now, anyone that's done played with any of these mods before, watched any of Direwolf20's series, they'll know exactly about logistics pipes. Now, these things are clever Buildcraft pipes. Now, the very basic ones are just used for T-junction, so it doesn't get confused, or for building a general system. However, they are quite expensive, so we'll be using normal Buildcraft pipes for the majority of the system, but the basic pipes form the backbone of every other logistics pipe and the basics of the network. Now, in order to build these, you need a diamond transport pipe, 2 golden gears, 2 redstone torches, and some glass to get 8 basic logistics pipes. As you can see, they are very expensive. But as you can see, we have a lot of diamond transport pipes, we've got some redstone, and we've got some gold ingots. So let us grab the 2 gears we've got from in there, and let's see if we can build at least 16 basic logistics pipes to get our network started. As you can see there, so I need stone gears, need to upgrade them to iron, and then need golden gears. So we place the recipe, 2 golden gears, 2 diamond transport pipes, redstone torches on either side, and surround them with glass, which gets us our basic logistics pipes. Now, as you can see, when they are connected to a valid pipe or network, they will link green. However, as you saw beforehand, it will go red before it goes green. If it's a red stripe, it means that they don't like the connection and it won't work as a valid destination or transport for any items. So then, you may be asking me, how do these pipes seem to know what they're doing? Well, you see, you take your basic logistics pipes and then you upgrade them initially to what's known as Logistics Mark 1, which is a basic logistics pipe and redstone, or a Logistics Mark 2, which will be all we need for an initial amount. Now, I'm going to be sticking with Mark 2s for my network system, so it's surrounded by iron. So let's build a couple now and we'll have a quick look at them. So let's build 2 for now. I'm going to need at least 7 just for my machines, and then whatever else goes. Now, the basic logistic pipes does hold on to the functionality of the diamond transport pipe. However, it doesn't have the clickable interface, but it does maintain, where did my wrench go? But it does maintain the functionality by being able to transport things in various different directions cleverly. Here we go, my Buildcraft wrench. So we shall place our Logistics Mark 2 pipe down, and as you can see here, we've got a green connection, which means if we were to use these for real, these would work. As you can see, you right click on it with the wrench and you get what's known as these item slots, where you can place module cards, which are these little things here. So quick sort, terminus, extractor, provider. You need the blank modules to make them, item sinks. We shall get into more of them later on. But I just wanted to show you the basics of logistics pipes. Now we're going to be using them over the next little while. I do believe I might have enough time soon to do this. As you can see, slowly starting to heat up. Now once these all turn bright red, it will be helpful. Let's head inside and we will we need to place the next stack of items into our macerators. And then we'll just quickly place them in there. We shall quickly make just a few more basic logistics pipe, and I'll walk through the recipe once more. So we need 4 gears, which are going to have to be upgraded to gold, so you have to go through stone gears, iron gears, and then into gold gears. We're also going to need to get a couple more redstone torches. 4 more. So we head. Now I am going to get to the point now where I'm going to be able to do something rather clever, where I won't actually have to ever run around looking in chests for if I've got anything. But that's coming up in a much later episode, hopefully. But nice little spoiler for you there. Now we again surround that recipe again. So we now have 30 basic logistics pipes. We'll add in as many as we can, like such, and I have 1 less that I need. Okay, so I've got 5 of my basic logistics pipes, my logistics Mark II, and as you can see my Klein Star is charging up nicely. I will be upgrading before I finish doing that. When that finishes charging, I will be upgrading that to the next level of Klein Star. Now luckily the Klein Stars cost roughly half of how much they can totally hold. So a fully charged Klein Star should theoretically be able to give 2 of itself, if I've got it correct. If not, then it's close, I do know that. Okay, so let's just take a quick look, and as you see we've got our first drop of honey. Now I'm going to be using honey in this series predominantly as a food source. I'm not going to be going too far into bees quite yet, or pretty much probably much at all. But I'm not a huge fan of bees, if I'm honest. They do give you good food, but I wouldn't exactly say they're my favourite kind of source to try and get stuff out of. Okay then, so let us, I'm trying to think what to do now. Stumped, that's not good. Okay, we'll come back in here and we shall start to set up. See, nope, I know what we need to do. Okay, I thought I heard something, and nope, it was just birds outside my window in real life. That's how twitchy this game can make you. Okay, we need to look at getting some of these blank module cards. Now, blank module cards is a gold nugget, redstone, and paper. And of course, it's going to be paper. Okay. While I'm charging my Klein Star, I now have a reed farm up there, but I want to get a large quantity of this stuff done and dusted straight away. So we'll add our Klein Star in there, The sugarcane's worth 32 EMC, so I should get a nice 3 stack of sugarcane, add that back into there, add my Klein Star back into there, and as you see it didn't drain too much energy. GT you might hear me saying, but I only use it as a pinch, I don't use it as too much. And as you can see we've got 64 bits of paper. Now I need some gold nuggets, which is just standard vanilla stuff. I won't go into too much of the vanilla stuff. Today, or pretty much ever, I don't think. Right, so it's like so. Ah, yes. So you get paper on the outside, redstone up in the middle with gold there, which sort of I'm guessing is sort of, if you're thinking about it logically, outside of the module, memory, connectivity. So we've got 10 of the blank modules. So for now I'll store this in with the rest of my mod items. And then say for an item sync module, you'll need cactus greens, gears and more redstone. Passive supplier is the red stuff. Basically, if you're looking at these here, it's basically the colour of the thing. Now this is the one that's going to be producing most of, which is a polymorphic item sync. Now that's what I'm going to need at least a dozen of, I know that much. And then I think item sync modules, well, I'm going to have to read up a little bit more off camera about what each of those modules do and start collecting the resources for them. So I'm not 100% sure on all the mods off the top of my head. So tin is at the top. I should have kept these in the same order. Copper's there, and as you can see these are macerating and smelting a hell of a lot faster. Now the only one that doesn't so far is that one. So while I'm here, 1, 2, 3, we'll add that, and we'll add a couple of them, and we will start extracting. While I'm making this, oh nope, I need to make the cables first. Now I know you've seen me make these loads of times before, but once I can get automatic crafting done, eventually I hope. Oop, also going to need some more cabling. Oh, I already had the freaking rubber there. Never look in my inventory first, just go to the nearest chest I know or I think there's some, and bang. Right, so we'll just add them there. Should be done. Add 2 more into there. We'll add that into there, that into there, that into there, that into there, that, and that. Okay. You can see now they are it is starting to speed up. See, we're getting beeswax, which is useful for making capsules and for waterproofing. Waterproofing is for the buildcraft pipes for transporting liquids, so for water and lava and oil, etc. Now, just quickly sort out my bees. I won't do any of the collecting of the stuff, so let's do cultivated and common, see what we get from that. I mean, I'm not going to get into breeding, getting into all the tiers and stuff, because I genuinely have no clue how it works, and I really... Main thing I'm after is honeycombs. I may look for some jungle bees, because, and set up a thing in the jungle there. It's another reason why I set up a base so close to the jungle, because you can get jungle bees, and they do produce something which is very useful, I will admit. So I am going to be producing jungle bees at some point as well. Apart from that though, won't be touching on the bees, but I will be producing another machine here, which I shall put, say, like right angles or stuff there, so we can use redstone torches and share them and stuff. And then actually, instead of the redstone torches, I have got a switch. Let us use another one of these little things. Now, if you take the red alloy ingots, if you remember me making them last episode, put them in a row like that, you get red alloy wiring. Now, this is basically like normal redstone wiring, however, you can run it onto roofs and various other things, and up walls and whatnot. So let us, it's rather tricky to put down. I'm going to need more of it. Just have an automated way. It's a waste at the moment, I will admit, but there's no point me having something sit in the chest for 12 episodes and you've all been wondering when I was making it, what I was going to be using it for. Okay, so we will put that there, put that there, and put that there, and as you can see, the engines are still running. So we should just have that there for now, and then if I wanted to, I could put stuff there and stuff there, and just increase the farm and whatnot. But yeah, that's basically red alloy wiring from the Red Power 2 mod. Just a quick spotlight bit there. Okay, so we've got the other coolant cell. That's there. Okay, last overclocker for the first 6 machines. Now, as you can see, we have mass amounts of tin and the copper and stuff being done. Now eventually this will all be done automatically. Alright. Now I'm storing it all in here. I'm such a messy Minecraft, I really am. Okay, we'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that. So place that there, and that there. See, barely a dent. I do believe this will be a good wrapping up point. I've done a lot of jabbering on, showing you some basic logistics pipe stuff, which we're going to be getting into quite heavily the next little while. And then I will need to start figuring out a way to take that energy power from where I've got it there, put it possibly up in my roof, and then having to route it down into my basement without losing too much of the electricity we're generating to power my machines. Now there is a way of doing this, and it's going to require moving away from copper wiring. So it should be all very exciting, and that should hopefully all be happening in the next 2 to 3 episodes of my Let's Play. So this is Matt, signing off episode 11. Hope you've learnt a little bit about whatever I've been jabbering on about today, and I shall see you all next time.